morning everyone. I hope that you're all well and keeping safe. My name is Candice Kriel and I'm married to Dan Kriel, who plays rugby for the Lions. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and when I got asked to do this video, I thought it'd be such a good opportunity to get my story out there and to help other females that were maybe going through the same process. When you find out that you have cancer, it is quite a scary experience. So to get my story out there and to help anyone else would be really super awesome for me. I have done a few interviews and it's been so nice to connect with other ladies that are going through the same thing and just to bond over our experiences. It's really been something quite amazing, really. So beginning of this year, I felt a lump. I went and had a mammogram, not thinking anything of it. I just honestly thought it was maybe a blocked milk duct from breastfeeding my kiddies, and I just left it as that. So when I found out that I had stage 3 breast cancer, it really came as a shock. No one in our family had ever had cancer, so it wasn't something that I ever thought that I'd have to deal with. So found out that I had cancer, got hold of some friends that had also had breast cancer and sort of asked them for any advice that they had, or doctors that I could see or anything like that. I flew to Cape Town. I met with some doctors there. I flew to Joburg. I met with some doctors there, and no doctors that I really liked. And I thought, let me just not rush into it. I was hoping that my options would be a lumpectomy and radiation. I thought that wouldn't be such a bad idea, and anything other than chemo I would be really happy with. So unfortunately, every doctor that I saw gave me the chemo option and a double mastectomy, and I thought, oh my goodness, no, this can't be happening. So I left it for a little while. My husband at the time was in New Zealand on tour, so I didn't want to freak him out because I knew he would have been on the first plane back here, and I thought maybe just better just to get my ducks in a row first and figure it out. He was playing such good rugby, and rugby season had just started, so I really didn't want him to rush back here. I sort of thought that there's nothing really he can do from this side. He can't take the cancer away, so let him just play the best rugby that he can. And then COVID happened, and luckily he was on the first plane back, and then at that stage I could tell him what had happened, and I decided to go the holistic way for a while, until a doctor phoned me and they said, you know, what treatment option have you chosen? And because I was so anti-chemo, I was willing to try anything else. And they explained to me that, you know, if I didn't do anything, that it is a lot more serious than I thought. It was stage 3, and that they would give me approximately 18 months to live. We've got our 2 beautiful kids, Cruz and Summer, and the thought of, you know, losing them and not being there for them was a no-brainer. So chemo was the option. That's where we would have to be going. I met this amazing doctor, Dr. Mudley, who was in Joburg at Donald Gordon Hospital, and he had this machine called a cold cap that would go on your hair and freeze your hair follicles. No doctor that I had ever seen told me about this. Nobody knew about it. So I thought, wow, this is kind of a little bit too good to be true. So I went up, met him, and we started chemo, I think, like 2 days later. And yeah, we went with this cold cap. It's a headache. Literally, you get a headache. And it's this machine that goes on and it freezes all your hair follicles. I lost quite a bit of my hair, so I started chemo in March. I lost quite a bit of my hair, but not everything, so I was very happy with that. And I had my last chemo session in August. What I was so happy about. You know, you hear the worst things about chemo, and I'll be honest, it really wasn't that bad. You have your days where it's obviously a little bit harder than others, but it really wasn't. It wasn't as bad as people made it out to be. And then I had a double mastectomy 3 weeks ago, and that went fine. I had some lymph nodes removed underneath the arm because those had cancer, so those got removed. And yeah, start radiation next month, that I'm actually looking quite forward to, because then it's just one step closer to being finished. I think that's the end goal. You just want this to be over with. I don't think my cancer journey is ever going to be over with. I think it's always going to be a part of your journey. It's always going to be a part of it. And some really good things have come from this in the process of starting up a new business that will help children with cancer. And I've really made a lot of friends throughout this journey, and been able to tell our stories to each other, which has been really great bonding. And yeah, I think my message to everyone, to other women that are going through the same kind of journey, is that it's not all doom and gloom. You'll definitely come out of this stronger than you ever thought that you would. It changes you so much as a person, for the better. I definitely feel like it's shaped me into definitely a better friend, a better mom, a better wife. It just changes you as a whole, and I think that's really important. And yeah, you come out stronger. And it's been amazing to really put a younger face to breast cancer awareness. You always think that it's older people that would get it. So I think my message to anyone out there is, if you feel a lump, early detection is key, and definitely go for a mammogram. Don't wait until you're 40. It's definitely not the right way to do it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope that I can help as many people as I can. Thank you. Bye.